Hello and welcome to the Audible 2 Assessment Part 1 video outline. We're going to talk you through getting the correct software, which is free for non-commercial and academic usage. It's really important you download the correct versions as specified in the A2, Fmod and Unity correct versions, and important notes document to support. What a mouthful. You will find this in Moodle. This year, new to Moodle, we've introduced an assessment section, and you will find always the relevant documents for each assessment here. In this case, you've got the Audible raw materials that you will need to download, and you'll also find this all-important document. The document specifies which is the current correct version to use that is guaranteed to work. Don't ignore this. It's very much a moving target, game audio, and if you go to a later version, you might find the game doesn't work or it behaves in unexpected ways. Don't take my word for it. It really is the case. So please, please, please do follow this advice. So let's have a look. Unity, unity3d.com, and you simply need to sign in for a free account. When you have got your free account, of course, they'll want you to download the latest version. It's already gone up 2 versions since we updated this in the summer. So you will need to go to and have a root round and find the right version. So let's have a look. They've changed the website. I thought I'd go through this as you would. And let's have a look. Where have they moved it to? Download Unity. Okay. So we go there. What have they done now? And right here at the bottom, older versions of Unity. You can see why I thought it was worth going through this, because it can be tricky to find it. Click on older versions of Unity and you will find all of the different ones, and eventually if you scroll through you will find our specified 2018.2.1. You can see they do releases fairly regularly. So it's just not possible to constantly update the game. There you go. Okay, same with Fmod really. In this case, we're saying 1.1008. So I go to Fmod. Again, I need to create a profile. I can then go to the downloads. And you'll need Fmod Studio. And you'll notice it's not that obvious. You'll need to click here and find the version you're looking for. Again, follow this document. It's 1.1008. That's pretty recent. Now in class, we have been using the integration package. Everything is pre-installed, so there's no need for you to do that. Okay, so it's just literally Fmod Studio, the correct version, as per the document, Unity correct version, and download the Audible materials. Okay. Right. Let's open up the course materials. I've got one here I've just downloaded. You'll need to go to the Audible Remake 2018. There is a README, again emphasizing the correct versions. I'll need to go into the scenes folder, and I've renamed this demo link up. This will boot up the Audible splash page. You can click that and it will launch Audible. It can take quite a while. Let's go to the scenes. Oh, hold on, it's the wrong one. Okay, so when it loads up, double check, you can see it's there. It comes with a preloaded sound bank. Just going to hit play here. Very simple game, backwards, forwards. And various sound assets we've discussed extensively in class. Okay. Now, I want to be clear that the demo project uploaded with it is in no way indicative of this is an amazing piece of work. It's just literally there for you to be able to see that it functions before you attach your own audio design. Okay, now what you need to do is essentially replace the built sound bank with your project. So this entails creating a new Fmod session, and I can't stress enough how carefully you need to follow this list of events. Don't create any extra events. Do not put any non-capitals where there should be capitals. Do not have a higher parameter value or a lower parameter value. And again, do not put, say, a capital here, but not one there. It really won't work because the game is expecting to see an identical bunch of events. So your first job is to open up Fmod and literally create a series of events that map to this perfectly. Okay. Other thing to note, there are only two three-dimensional sounds, and they are teleporter 1 and teleporter 2. So when you create new events, create everything as 2D, apart from when you get to teleporter 1 and teleporter 2, and create those as 3D. Okay? So here's one I did earlier. So I've got a very basic ball sound. Being careful to make sure I've matched the parameter and values. I've got various other sounds. Simple, you know, collision sound, jump sounds, reasonably complex and fully featured music system. Dialogue, breaks and transitions. It's got an intro, it's got breaks, it's got verbal encouragements, and it's also got outro music and play again. Various pickups. We've got respawning, teleporter sounds. Now, interesting to note that the teleporter sounds must be looped. So they've got to be looped in the background, but nothing else apart from the music system is in a looping pattern. So ball sound obviously is potentially a loop of controls, but collisions, jump, pickups, respawns, the one-off teleport, victory, sting. All of these are one-shots. So it's teleport 1, teleport 2 that are looped. Clearly the ball sound needs to potentially be continuous. And of course music will be comprised of several different loops which will progress as you collect cubes. Okay, so how do I replace my new design with the game? So I go to Unity, I go to Fmod, and I go Edit Settings. You'll see it's already locked onto a single platform build. I need to change that to Project. Now be careful, if your screen is very minimized, you may find that the browse is not available. So you do need to rummage around until you do that. Hit browse, and then you'll need to guide it to your Fmod build, basically. I wonder where I did put this. Save as. Let's have a look. Okay, sound and music for games. Always a good one to remember where you put your project. Okay, so I'll go again. And you click on the project itself and you hit open. Now, I must remember, you might see a red warning sign here that would indicate you haven't built your bank. So all of these need to be assigned to the master bank before you go, and you need to build the bank, which is F7. Okay. Now, if we go back to Unity, we should be able to hit play. And we should hear our new version. Now, immediately, I'm listening to this and I'm thinking, yeah, maybe the music can be a bit louder. Maybe the ball is too loud. Perhaps I need to add some ducking. There is a verbal encouragement in there. I don't know if you heard that. That's obviously too quiet. So how can I adjust that in real time whilst the game is playing? So I go back to Fmod, I go File, Connect to Game. Go to my music project, and this puppy here is my Get a Move On. And I'm going to just crank that up a little bit. Any moment now.
Get a move on.
There you go. And what was it I said? The ball sound was too loud. Take the master fader down a couple of dBs.
Get a move on.
I can then go back.
Down.
Anyway, you get the idea. So I'm just going to pause the game. So just a quick recap again. Build a identical event map, events, right down to the capitalization, and also the parameter name, the exact name, and again right down to the capitalization and the exact value. If the two fail to link, it is inevitably something along those lines. Literally, one letter out can be enough. Okay. So, just to recap, we've covered getting the correct software, downloading the correct version, highlighted the Moodle Assessment 2 area, where you'll find the all-important document, the audio ball materials, and we've then discussed how to go into Unity, edit the Fmod settings in Unity, change it from single platform build to project, and browse for your project. We've also highlighted how important it is to make sure you have built your project, otherwise you will not see it here. Finally, we highlighted the real-time connect, and I should point out that will only actually functions whilst the game itself is live and playing.
Game on.
So I'm just going to go and turn the music up.
Get a move on.
You know, and I can hear that live in the game. Maybe I think that's a bit too much. Take it down a bit. When I'm happy, save the Fmod, and of course, something to bear in mind is if you don't redo the build, then when it comes to building the actual final game, it won't include these changes, okay? So that just about wraps it up. One final thing.
Get a move on.
This is not indicative of what I consider to be an incredible project. I'm just really a test bed of ideas. As an example, it's pretty obvious I've just got my kids to say, get a move on. And whilst I think the pitch and the fun element of it is good, I personally think it would, for me, for this to work, would need more futzing, you know, some processing, whether it's vocoding or chorusing or something, to dehumanize it slightly, but keep that kind of fun element. So when you're building your own project, that's the sort of self-critique you should be practicing. You should be thinking, okay, it's a nice idea, but does it really satisfy? Could I improve it? Could I make it better? Okay, well, that wraps up the video, and thank you for listening. I hope it's been helpful.